Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to talk about how to make bath time a lot easier for you and your newborn baby. This video is definitely geared towards the newborn stage, but Evelyn is 5 months and we're still doing these things, so feel free to use these tips beyond that newborn stage. But at least in my experience, newborns can be really difficult when it comes to bathing. At least mine was. She hated baths. So if you follow these tips, it should make bath time a breeze for you. I used to dread bath time because it was just this huge ordeal. I had to go to all corners of the house to gather all my supplies, at least it felt like that. Then I was faced with a crying baby who absolutely hated bath time, probably more than I did. And we even tried like keeping her loosely swaddled and, making sure she was staying warm that way, because that's something that's really recommended for newborns. Is if they don't like baths, you can kind of swaddle them in the bath and then like take an arm out, wash an arm, put it back in, take a leg out, wash the leg, put it back in, that sort of thing. We tried that. Didn't work. She still screamed her head off the entire time, and I mean that's why I literally dreaded it every day. And so yeah, we even tried keeping her loosely swaddled, but that didn't really work at all. The bathtub that we were using at that time also did not have her in the water, but kind of above the water, if that makes sense. The water just drained through it, so that was another issue, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. I'm going to give you all of my tips that have made bath time, like I said, a total breeze for us now. Really changed bath time from being a total nightmare to being a totally bonding experience every single night. So I hope this video is helpful to you. If it is, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I do a lot of different videos just like this one. So motherhood, baby updates, and then also some cleaning and organizational videos as well. So my first tip is to use a storage caddy. So you want to make bath time as efficient as possible. So get a storage caddy and put in it everything that you use for bath time. That way you're grabbing all the things you need at once, and you don't have to, get one item at a time, because if you're like me, you probably have a baby in one arm and then you're like grabbing all the bath supplies with the other arm. So you can only carry so much with that other arm, and you end up having to make a bunch of trips. And that is one of the things I used to dread so much, is that it would just take so long to gather everything I needed for bath. And then I'd get her like in the bathroom, realize I'd forgotten something, and I have to call for my husband or get her out of the bath to go grab it. So obviously you can't leave your baby in the bath when you're not right there with them. So that is probably one of my top tips right there, is to get a storage caddy. So I really like this rope caddy that I got off of Amazon. I'll link it below if you're looking for one. But this one is, cloth, so it allows me to just squeeze everything into it that I need to fit in. Whereas if you get like a plastic, like a hard one, then you might, not be able to squeeze everything in. So I just like that it's soft. So I do really like that it is softer material, so you can really just squeeze everything in that you need. So yeah, that is probably one of my top tips, to get a storage caddy. And then you want to put everything into it that you use at bath time. So you want to include everything into that caddy: towels, washcloths, soap, diapers, bath toys, just literally everything that you use for bath time, stuff into that caddy. So I wanted to show you real quick how I have my caddy set up. So I put a couple of towels in here, I've got a couple washcloths, and then everyone's over here just playing. She loves practicing putting her pacifier in and out. We just kind of make it a game. So she's gotten really good at taking it in and out now. So I'll just like lay pacifiers around and she'll practice putting it in and out. So anyways, it's keeping her occupied over there. But yeah, so I have a couple towels, a couple washcloths. I'll just restock these whenever they run out. And then of course just like regular bath supplies. I have the soap we're currently using, a little rubber ducky, which she's not too into yet. You want your rubber ducky? And then we have, like, I used to use this a lot when she was a newborn to wash her hair. Now I'm not really using it so much. I just use my hands because she has a lot more hair. I need to get one of those actual like cups for pouring over, like rinsing them, but I've just been using one of these for right now. And then I have a little brush, we have comb, and then I've got some nail clippers down there. And then on this side, obviously, I have diapers. I have her wipes. We just use the water wipes. I like those a lot because they're really gentle on their skin. It's just water and like a fruit extract. And then we have her diaper paste. And then this is like, I don't know, it's like a spatula for putting the diaper paste on. It just helps it go on really well. And then I am currently using these wet ones. They're the sensitive skin fragrance free ones for their antibacterial. So I just use those to wipe this off. That's what the instructions say to do for this. And that's kind of it. We are pretty simple with what we use for bath time for right now. But yeah, it all fits in here and makes things a lot easier. Okay, and then my second tip for making bath time a breeze for you and baby is to get the right type of bathtub for your baby. Using the right bathtub is crucial for a pleasant experience, at least in my situation it was. If your newborn screams their heart off as soon as you put them into the bathtub, this could be your issue, and it definitely was for us. So we had one of those bathtubs where the water drained through it, but she wasn't actually sitting in the water. Even though we tried loosely swaddling her in the bathtub, it really didn't matter. She really wanted to be immersed in the water all the time to be really kept warm, which I don't blame her at all. So yeah, if your newborn is screaming their head off too, the bathtub could be the culprit. So a tip that I totally forgot to mention in the video, this is after I finished filming, I realized that when my baby was really a newborn and we started following these tips, we got the tub and everything, what really helped her at first was to lay a wet either towel, washcloth, or we used a flour sack cloth. You can get those really cheaply, and I use them for cleaning up all sorts of messes. But if you just cover them and soak that cover in the warm water, and that really keeps them warm throughout as well. So at first I thought, she was having issues because she wasn't warm enough. And so that definitely made the biggest difference. But after just a couple of days of using the new bathtub, she no longer cared to be covered with another cloth because she was immersed in the water and she was comfortable and she loved it. But if your newborn still hates baths or just you feel like they're cold, get a cloth warm, something that's going to cover their body completely, and just cover them up in the water and they'll love it. At least she did. So yeah, that's just a little bonus tip. I definitely forgot to mention it, but as I was going through my old footage of when I gave her a bath back then, I realized that she loved that. So keep that in mind. And yep, that's all I had to say about that one. So yeah, I used to think that she just hated bath time, but then it dawned on me, maybe she just wants to be immersed in the water. Maybe if she was in the water the whole time, then she wouldn't get as cold and then she wouldn't hate it so much. And that definitely turned out to be true. And when I finally found a bathtub that worked, everything changed. And I don't really see myself ever trying a different bathtub. This one just works so well. So if you're having trouble, I highly recommend you give this bathtub a try. And this is the Pudge tub. I will link it below. Alright, Evelyn's making a lot of noise over there playing, so let's try holding her now that she's in a little bit of a better mood, I'm hoping. So I highly recommend the Pudge tub. That is what worked for us. I'll link it below. It allows them to be fully immersed in the water, but it has little drains up on the side so that, the water stays fresh all the time, but they're still sitting in the water. So yeah, get a good bathtub that makes the process easier, and that should change everything for you if that is the culprit like it was for us. So those are my tips today for how to make bath time really easy for your newborn and for you. I hope it was helpful. I know it's pretty simple and basic, but babies really are pretty basic. You just have to figure out what they need, and everything gets a lot easier once you're doing the things that make them comfortable. So yeah, get a storage caddy to make your life a lot easier, and then find the right type of bathtub that your baby loves to make them enjoy the bathing experience, and you'll be good to go. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to get subscribed for more videos like this. And as always, I will link everything I talked about in the description, and I'll also have it linked in the comments for your convenience as well. And I will see you all really soon in the next video.